You left me where?
I almost left the meeting.
Oh. Okay.
You scared?
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
Turn around. So you got a rope?
Yeah, look.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's cool. Your dolls.
My dolls. It's a bathrobe.
That's cool, bro. That's really cute.
It feels like silk.
Really? It looks soft as shit.
Oh my God. It's so comfy.
You know your dolls are not doing that bad, bro.
It's sweaty.
Mm.
Ooh, I made a... Are we ready? Are we on? Recording?
I'm recording, yes. We're ready.
Do I look okay?
Yeah. What were you going to tell me?
Oh, I made a drink.
What kind?
It's salsa tequila. Salsa.
Salsa.
You're all little.
Me?
Yeah.
Let me call you on your. Oh, let me do it again if you want.
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
I just switched it.
What do you mean you switched it?
I switched it so you're bigger.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to see myself bigger.
Are you sure?
Yeah. His bathrobe is warm.
You're getting the vapors in the bathroom. Ah, Lorisi. Open the window. I just made a couple burgers. And I can smell it like when you go camping and shit. This doesn't bother me, but I can totally like feel like it's in the whole bodega, you know? So it probably smells like it smells like a burger in here.
Cumin? COVID.
Oh God.
Coronavirus.
No.
Coronavirus. Shit is real.
Shit.
This shit is real.
But I feel like all I'm breathing is burger. No, all I did was I don't really use cumin or cumin.
Cumin?
Cumin? Cumin? Cumin. Cumin sounds better. Cumin sounds like a something with the human and
It does have cum in it.
That's what she said, bro.
What she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Oh shit. No, I just use garlic and paprika and a little bit of pepper. But it was dude, it hit the spot. It was fucking delicious. I was craving. I've been wanting to make burgers, but I didn't want to go outside and do the whole grill and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on the pan. And I did, and it hit the spot, and it was fast, like real quick. I made a couple burgers, and I only ate one because I didn't want to like be super piggish. But I'm probably gonna eat the other one later.
I know. I made enchiladas last night with the Spanish rice. With I used chipotle, the little chipotle sauce with the rice, and it came out so like.
Oh, you put it in the rice?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
To make like a Spanish rice, as they call it. Yeah, it was good.
We call it arroz.
Arroz.
Arroz rojo.
Red rice.
Yeah, because the other one's white or brown or, you know.
Oh, okay. I'll call it arroz.
Because that's
like in Brazil. What do they call Brazilian nuts?
I don't know.
In Brazil, they call them nuts.
What? Get out of here, little racy.
Oh, it's true.
Like
that was not a movie.
Portuguese. That's the Portuguese word for nuts.
No. I'm just saying. I don't know what it means. What is nuts in Portuguese?
Like, you know, in Vietnamese to chop vegetables or stuff like that. When you do that in the kitchen, how you say it? Do you know? It's fuck, 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 fuck. That's what my friend told me, and she said they say it like that too. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Okay.
And she's like, you know, like chop, chop, chop. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what you were asking me.
Oh.
Oh, you never
Sorry.
finished telling me what you put in your drink.
Oh. Salsa, tequila, and squirt.
Oh, a paloma.
That's right. I couldn't remember. I was like,
You're just missing a rim salt, maybe a salted rim. I mean, lime. Did you put lime in there?
lime.
There you
And
go.
I feel like I'm eating too much salt,
Me too, bro.
so I just left the salt on.
I can't help
Because I
it.
had a whole bunch of salt with my chips.
I think that's why I wake up and my fingers feel all weird and shit. I do feel
Yeah,
like I eat too much salt.
My feet get like swollen if I
Oh,
eat too much
fuck.
salt.
Yeah, I gotta cut on that. But it's hard. When I ate that burger, I ate a couple jalapenos with it, and I hooked them up with salt. Like crazy. And then
I
on my
can't
beer,
eat spicy stuff without salt because I don't know, it takes some of the spiciness away from me, but
it like makes it more, kind of easier to eat, but I think it gives it a really good flavor too. I think a jalapeno without salt, it doesn't taste the same. Especially a raw jalapeno, it tastes more like a raw jalapeno that's not hot. It just tastes like fucking grass without salt, you know?
or like
But
a bell pepper.
yeah, it tastes like a fucking bell pepper. So if you put salt on it, it changes a little bit the taste. But yeah, like chips without salt. Oh, you know what I was craving that I got? Los cuates salsa.
Ooh.
I don't know why. Like Mexicans, well, in my people,
Your
they
people.
they not all Mexicans, you know, but my people, they, I don't know if they make fun of me, they think I'm gross or something, where like they look down upon me because I like it. They say that that salsa is gross. Bro, there's something about that taste that I crave it once in a while. I'm like, I want to eat some of those Los Cuates salsa. Someone said they put ketchup. Some people say that they put just a shitload of sugar. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but it's like that combination of, it's not sweet and sour. It's literally like sweet and spicy, but not the Asian.
Yeah. I always thought they put like spaghetti sauce in it.
Well, that would
Like,
be tomato. It's pretty
I
much
think it is
tomato with
just
herbs.
a tomato base, but
I don't
a lot
think
of-
so, bro. I've had
No?
a lot of, no, because look at all the salsas that we eat that don't have any spice and it's all tomato. There has to be some sweet in there. Because you know how mole tastes? That's kind of like the salsa is. If you could taste a little bit of sweetness that's clearly came from, you know, like in the case of mole, chocolate. But anyway, what are we, high? Let's get this shit started.
I know we're like,
This is what I hate, and this is what I hate. By the way, I'm drinking a Negroni. I finally bought the ingredients because, you know, I kept saying, I'm not going to buy the ingredients because this COVID's not going to be forever, and I like to go, like, nice places. I like Negronis, a nice bar. You know, I wouldn't go to a ratchet bar and have one. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And you need 3 ingredients, 3 different bottles. But fuck it, dude. I couldn't. I caved in. I'm like, nah, I feel like for this Christmas, especially when I'm off, just to have a Negroni. And then when I have it, is like, the first time I had one, I just loved the word because my mom used to call me, like, that was like her kind of her nickname for me. So when I saw the drink, I was like, oh, that's cute. And you know, I have a big head and shit, like all these drinks that I was just gonna tell you the way that I make a paloma. I call her the dirty paloma, and I put a little bit of Tabasco in there, and maybe a little bit of chili powder if you have it, Ooh, so that's a dirty paloma to me, but with the other regular ingredients that the drink has. But anyway, see, I keep going on and on.
My mouth is all watering.
So I bought the ingredients for the Negroni, and I bought some black cherries finally because I haven't had black cherries for whenever I want an old fashioned. And man, bro, that shit is good because it's so simple. It's literally three, it's gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. Oof.
Campari?
Mm-hmm. So the first time I had it, I felt like it was growing hair on my chest, bro. But that's what I was saying. So when I saw the name, I thought it was cute. I saw that the color was red. That's my favorite color. And then when I read that this is supposed to be like a fancy New York drink, I was like, sold. I wanted. That's my drink. So I got one. Holy fuck! Like I just felt like, when you have. Like maybe the first time you had whiskey or like scotch, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that shit. But now I'm like, I'm sipping it like fucking Kool-Aid, bro. And
I know. This is just really refreshing, this drink.
Oh, this one is just like,
because tequila's hard to just drink. Like,
not if you have a good one, bro. Well, if you have good tequila, bro, you can just be sipping on that shit all night.
Well, Sauza.
Yeah, no. It's
like
actually not bad.
It's
all
good.
Right. Some tequila is meant to be paired with other shit, But there's like, for example, that bottle of 1942, you don't put shit on that motherfucker. That one's so smooth and so delicious. That. And, I have this either conspiracy theory or whatever, or maybe it's true and just people that I tell think I'm crazy. Well, they already do for other reasons, but the tequila, if you buy it in Mexico, it tastes different than if you buy it once they imported it. So one of these days I have to do a test. I just got to get me some from over there. Like literally bring it, because if you buy it anywhere here, even the color is different, bro. Like for example, Jimador, that's not a bad tequila. It's okay. It's not like the best, but it's okay. But the one here, it tastes like fucking acid and shit. But and then there's this one
like acid or ass?
Both.
Oh.
Anyway, it's one of these days we'll have good tequila, you and I, and see how you're not gonna want to chug that shit. You want to sip on that and savor it and shit. But let's get this show started, bro. Testing 1 2 1 2 test 1 2. ¿Qué onda, wey? We are the Bodega Cats. It's lit. I sounded like my cat when he does this like meow that sounds so sad. Bro, I don't want to like be depressive or anything like that, but man, it's been a couple of days. I don't know, bro. Shit is crazy. But did you see that there's this place? These, I don't know, 4 scientists, I imagine, they went to do a research in this island in Hawaii, and they've been there since I think December of last year. So there's in this island, there's no people, only birds, bro, habitate this island. And they were doing some research or something, so they don't have a lot of access to like internet or anything like that. All they have is email, and they don't use it very often. So all the information they got about COVID from their families have been like a few emails that they got, and they just got back. Like can you imagine?
Wow.
Fucking ratchet ass shit.
I would have just stayed there.
Well, I don't know if I could. An island that's
just with birds. Your favorite.
Oh shit. Either way is scary, because I wouldn't want to come back either, but and then they thought that I guess they weren't taking serious the whole mask thing, and they're like, no, no, no. You have to wear masks. And they're like, what? But yeah, it's a group of 4 I don't know if they're scientists, they have to be, right? Or something, biologists, something.
Biologists, but are scientists.
Well, there you go. So, I mean, if they go to an island that's only habitated by birds, they can't be going over there to grow weed,
They could.
And people that grow weed are kind of scientists too, no? Or they're chefs.
They're into hydroponics, or what is that?
There's some science involved there, bro.
My brother is like an expert. And Kush. The Kush. The Kush.
Ooh.
The Kush. How do you say it? Kush?
Kush.
Kush. He's like, the purple is like the female, and then the male and the female, they like hybrid together. And
Yeah, the
like
male alone is worthless.
Yeah.
So you need the female. See, they always need the female for everything.
Yeah.
You never heard that Drake song? Kush roll glass full, I prefer the better things. Bitches with no money act like money isn't everything. I'm having a good time. They're just trying to ruin it. Shout out to the blah blah blah. I won't say the rest because it's hard to take out the N words. But yeah, bro. So that was crazy. I gotta tell you a story. I had a visitor a few days ago. She was an unwanted visitor. And yeah, that shit was creepy, bro. So this lady, I couldn't sleep that day. So I was like, you know what? And I think I need just some time or something. So I was thinking in the morning, I'm going to take some time and then I'll work later, like I won't wake up early like I do every day. Anyway, so since I planned that in my head, I was like, well, I'm just going to watch TV for a while. And for a while, to me, it was like 1 a.m, So I was drinking some Gibsons, and those ones too, like hooked me up pretty quickly. So I had like 3-4 Gibsons, and I hear a woman like arguing or something. So I thought it was my neighbors. Or my neighbors' ladies, or, situationships. So I was like, whatever. And then I hear on my door, like somebody trying to open my door. Bah, 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 bah. And I was like,
shit.
What the fuck? So I look at my cameras and I see this bitch trying to rip my door open. So I was like, what the fuck? So, I keep Rufus out there. So Rufus is out there just chilling, and she sees him, and she kind of stops. And she's all like arguing with him. She's like pointing her hand and arguing with him. And
my God.
So then she turns around and goes to my neighbors, and she tries to do the same to their doors. So then I don't have an angle to see her, and once that she's on that side, but I heard her because I was like, I muted my TV, and I was like, what the fuck? And I heard her, and I don't know if she fell or she purposely was like trying to make a mess or what. I'm like, what the fuck? So I couldn't see what happened, but I'm like, trying to, look. And then I saw her coming back. So I came back, and she started she came like she was going to come to my door again. But again, she stopped herself once she saw Rufus. And she's was telling him something, but at this point it wasn't really loud. She was just kind of and then she walked away. So when I couldn't see her anymore on the camera, I heard a car sped off quickly. So I was like, maybe she got in the car and or something, well, that's fucking weird. Because first I was like, maybe my neighbors have these ratchet, crazy exes that will make a scene. But she was fucking gone, bro. Something was wrong with this person. So anyway, I looked outside the window, And my neighbor's car, I can kind of see like a light, but I'm not sure if it's a reflection from something in the car, you know? So I was like, shit. And anyway, I guess he gave me his number when I was drunk. So I didn't remember. So I didn't have his number. So I DM'd him. I slid into his DMs, bro. Like, it's not for this reason, bro, but I'm not that lonely. But anyway, it turns out that she went in his car, didn't take anything but a flashlight, I think, and smoked his cigarettes. So,
it was open?
I guess so. I don't know, bro. So,
Wow.
but that shit was crazy. So the next day, I woke up, later, and when I was looking in the cameras to try to find, because when he told me that she went in his car, I was looking in the cameras, and I finally found the image, and you can see her walk in, and she's missing a shoe, bro. She's missing a shoe, and she has like two things in her hand, but I don't know what they are. You can't really tell. But that shit was ratchet, bro. Do you remember I told you when I was a kid, a crazy woman went in our house? Or my mother told you the story? So it reminded me of that shit, bro. So now in my adult age, I had a fucking crazy bitch, like, freak me out like that. It was traumatizing, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you sent me that video, and I was like, I thought it was like a zombie. You had a zombie at your door. Because at the beginning
That's how I felt, bro. I had like fucking 4 or 5 Gibsons in me.
You're like, oh my God, it's The Walking Dead.
And I was watching You. Have you seen the show You?
Oh, yeah.
I was watching that, bro. And it's getting to the part when he starts cutting pieces and shit like that,
Oh, God.
So I was just like, what the fuck?
I would have been flipping my
So I thought I have 2 options. My 2 options were either, I had 3 options, but the third one I just barely considered. The third was to go outside and see if she was gone and look and see if my car and my neighbor's car was okay. But that option got eliminated real fast because I was freaked out. So I was like, okay, option number 2 would be just turn off the lights and go to bed, Option my number 1 option, I guess, just have a few more Gibsons and just kind of fucking stay. I didn't want to stay up, but I couldn't help it. So I went to bed like at 5 in the morning and shit.
Would you call the cops?
Well, someone told me that I should have done that. Someone told me to call the emergency hotline or something. One, you know how I feel about the popo.
Yeah.
2, I had been drinking, so just my luck, I'll get in trouble, 3, my neighborhood where the bodega is, it's kind of, very downtownish. So the other possibility was that they wouldn't even come. And then they just come later or tomorrow in the day when I'm already over it and I don't want to deal with their asses, So I don't know. It's a combination of all those things that I was just like, nah, I'll just keep an eye outside. But that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be looked upon as a Karen, but they call the cops for everything. So.
Well, that wouldn't be a Karen situation because this bitch was ratchet. She wasn't, she had no business doing what she was doing. So it wouldn't be, it's not like you call in because a gay guy's watching birds,
A gay guy watching birds?
That famous Karen at Central Park?
Oh, yeah.
This gay guy was just watching birds and she got all Karen on him. Oh, man.
On TikTok, there's so many Karens, people this one chick came to this person's house and it was not long ago. So she was like, you need to take your your sign down. I guess it was like a Biden-Harris sign, but I think it had like a cuss word or something. And she's like, I don't care if you have a sign, but there are children in this neighborhood and they don't need to see. And the lady was like, look, you don't even have your mask on. And you're at my house. It's freedom of speech. You know, if it's a cuss word, I don't care. You know, it's my freedom of speech and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I just wanted to just let you know that there's kids and and then she just shut the door in her face. But
what a crazy bitch. She like what?
Because
why?
of a sign.
Go home, crazy. We're not even supposed to be out anyway.
She was gonna call the cops and
Oh
say,
my god.
in fact, I think she did, and it showed the cops coming in and saying, sorry, we get a lot of calls from her, but it's on your property, and is, you know, we can't do anything. You're all in your own property, so they don't have to take it down because it has a cuss word or whatever.
Yeah.
So the cop was just like, sorry.
What a crazy bitch.
She told the cops that that the person was violent or something.
They always say that because
she
otherwise
lied.
they won't help them.
They won't come.
Bro, this bitch was gonna call the cops on me one time. I was dating her and she went crazy on me. And she's like, I'm gonna call when I finally got her off me, so I'm gonna call the cops on you. I was like, fuck. So I went to the restroom to get myself together. And I look in the mirror, bro. I started laughing so loud. She's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, call the fucking cops. Like, look at me. Like, she fucked me up, bro. And she looked like all flawless and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
I remember that.
You make me bleep shit again.
Dude.
I'm just kidding. I'm the one to share the information. Fuck it, it happened. Hey, or maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just putting cream in some tacos, you know?
Oh, that reminds me. I got some lip stuff.
Some what?
Some lip gloss.
Oh, you know, it was my nephew's birthday, and I got him a Frida Kahlo chapstick. I don't even know what that means, bro. I found it on Amazon, but he was so happy about it. I was like, yeah, cool. I think I kind of know him. It was just a chapstick with Frida Kahlo on it. It smelled like limes and cherry or something.
Aw.
Hey, I'm dry. Can we get one more drink?
No.
Well, I'm gonna.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Wonder if I should keep this window open.
Are you cold or hot?
My ears ringing. I'm just right.
Someone's talking shit about you. Then your piss is not yellow.
You're wrong.
Hey, so I was having a meeting, and then they're like, we're gonna do something festive. And then they play this video. I'm not gonna say too much, but the song that was playing was Baby It's Cold Outside. I thought we had to cancel that song.
They don't know.
Oh, they know. They have to know, bro. I don't want to cancel that song. I love that song. I think I had just I'm not even gonna say, but I love that song. So I don't want to cancel it. But society says we must. I don't know what's going on with these. I can't fucking hear. But anyway, shout out to King Harbor in Redondo Beach. Is it Redondo? Because it's spelled... Oh, no, it's Redondo. Never mind. I'm all Redondo. Redondo Beach, Cali. King Harbor Brewery. Go visit it in Cali. Redondo Beach. Anyway... So,
suck your toe.
You lick your toe.
all the way to Mexico.
Oh my. So did you see that now Floyd Mayweather is fighting that other Paul brother? Remember how I don't even know these guys. One's Jake, the other one's what? Rufus? I don't know. But now the brother, one just fought Jones Jr. in not Jones Jr. What the fuck? I'm tripping.
I didn't know who Mike Tyson was.
I know. So what does it matter if I lie to you right now?
Well, I know who Mike Tyson is.
I know, it's just from that time, Larisi. But anyway, so Floyd's gonna fight him, and it's like, I hope we get. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to watch it, but I know it seems ratchet. But hey, fuck it. Speaking of your dolls, though, my team's doing pretty good. We got the Steelers the last game. The Steelers were 11-0, so they had no loss. And the one loss they have is from my team, the Washington no-name football team. So that's pretty fucking cool. Some Rasta horns for yeah. Oh,
sorry.
What are you doing, bro?
I was like this, and it looked like I was, G.I. Joe grip.
The pincher. You know what we forgot, or I forgot? Today was the Keisha Cole and Ashanti battle. I think it was at 5. I totally forgot, bro. Fuck. Well, I like to see the highlights because then it's, less boring, I guess.
I've been working on my last assignment for my class. I'll be done tomorrow.
Hey. Larisi getting her schooling done.
I'm a nerd.
That's good, bro. You have to be in this life, or else what are you going to do? Do a podcast and expect to get rich out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, shout out to you, Larisi. That's probably a big fucking weight off your shoulders, no?
God. I've just been like, I barely got dressed today.
Well, you did put a bathrobe.
I went to the store without a bra.
Oh, shit.
I just wore a jacket.
Oh, wow.
And now I was like, I'll just wear my robe. That way my boobs, one goes this way, the other one goes that way.
They're looking in different directions.
Keep them two from flopping.
Hey, well, that reminds me of, so back in the day, this is a long, long time ago, okay? And maybe some of it, and maybe it's not even true. Maybe I'm just making it up. But back in the day, a friend of a friend of a friend, we kind of like always ended up hanging out together and same parties, same clubs, stuff like that, right? And so someone that has slept with her that was also in the same, told us that her boobs, because she had it looked like she had big boobs, but apparently, because bras do wonders. So apparently when the bra was off, and this is like so long ago that we were all in our 20s, bro. So don't tell me nothing about old women or whatever. But anyway, when she took her bra off, her boobs would like just be like blip hanging. And then so I was talking about, let's call her Marie. So I was saying something about Marie, and someone she's like, oh, you mean like Marie? And then she like poises with like her hands sticking out like fucking far. And I was like, her tits can't be that fucking long, bro. She's like, yeah, they're like tube socks.
Oh, dang. I've seen like little cartoons of boobs like that, but mine aren't that Too
Bro,
sockish.
well, let me tell you though. So one time, uh, we just happened to end up at the same bar, Marie and myself, and this had been like maybe a year after that whole conversation. I didn't have a ride, and she so I wanted to stop drinking to leave, and then she's like, no, let's have another one and I'll just take you home. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we had, one turned to like 3 or whatever, and then I was like, well, can you drop me off home? And she's like, well, my car actually only has one headlight, and so
What?
I'm not gonna drive that far, so you're welcome to stay at my house. And I was like, so and then like I'm talking, okay, the point of the story is that my ratchet ass back then, again, this was a long time ago when I was in my 20s, my ratchet ass, my thinking process was that I'm gonna have to sleep with her. There's no other way. Like, if we're laying in bed together, I'm just gonna have to. Thought I had no choice. And then I was like, I don't really want to. I'm not attracted to her. Oh, well. And so in my thinking, not only, I don't know if we're laying in the same bed. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if she really just didn't want to give me a ride or she was fucked up or what. But in my head, I thought I had to have sex with her. I wasn't completely opposed to it. I was just like, oh, man. Oh, well.
Oh, well, just have sex with her.
It didn't happen. I don't remember what happened, but nothing happened. But so I never got to see the tube socks.
Oh, I would have done it just to see that.
And now at my old age, I think the same. But back then, the next day, I was like, "What the fuck was I thinking? I don't have to, just because I'm laying in the same bed as her."
I'm gonna have to just.
I'm gonna have to sleep with
like,
her.
if you're a straight female, you're like, I'm just gonna have to suck his dick. It's in the cards.
I guess that's how I felt, bro.
I'm just gonna have to suck his dick.
Fuck.
I'm not attracted. Well, he's supposed to have a big dick, so I might as well.
I'll close my eyes.
Just to see it, There's rumor that,
bro, that's ratchetness, bro. I don't know why do we? Oh, Lordy. Well,
when you're younger, I think you just don't have the experience, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Yes. Perhaps when you're young and you're horny and your hormones are working a certain way, there is no other choice in your mind. I don't know, bro. But hey, did you get to listen or see the last podcast?
I watched like a couple of minutes of it.
Okay. Oh, you gotta watch the whole thing, bro. If you Cats and Kittens have already seen episode 54, I believe we called it what do we call it? The vulnerability and power bottoms. Laracy was quite Covdrunky at the end of it.
I remember. Oh my God. And you know what I realized? I had the Santa hat on, and on my shirt it said Santa Cruz.
You notice that? You gotta watch the podcast, bro.
What?
It's in there.
Really? Oh.
I should just let you go, keep going with it and see how much you remember, because you did this the previous podcast and I told you, let's see how much you remember from last one. Now let's see how much you remember from this last one. We made a whole bit about it, bro.
Oh God.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal. Your Santa Cruz. Your Santa Cruz.
Oh my God.
It was funny, bro. You kept telling me you were okay, so I kept going. But then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm drunk. Can we stop? I was like, okay. You kept telling me that. I kept telling you, let's stop. And you're like, stop it. Fuck you. Screw you.
Really? I don't remember any of that shit.
You're like, you know what? And then you couldn't even throw me a finger. You're like,
are you serious? Oh my God. Gotta stop drinking.
It's like Clarice. Well, what and it's in the podcast. The situation with the vodka was just a situation with the vodka and tomato juice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. You started early with the Bloody Marys, and you underestimated the power of the vodka.
Oh my God. Because I woke up and I didn't have any clothes on. I don't remember.
Oh,
I said, I don't need no stinking clothes or pajamas.
I bet you did say that, bro. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and I went and ordered stuff again while I was drunk.
Oh no, I told you, bro.
I got cans of evaporated milk.
For what? Oh, because you kept saying you wanted to bake.
Yeah. And I already had 3 cans, and then I ordered 3 more. And then I got coffee in these big, huge bags, but they were on sale. So I have coffee for like a year.
Oh shit!
Because it's a 40. It's like that big, and it's.
What? Why'd you get it so big?
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I like him big.
That's what she said.
I grind it myself.
I
have a grinder.
Also, you just kind of make a certain amounts at a time.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like Starbucks French roast, and usually it's really expensive, but it was on sale, so I'm like, so yeah. But I already had coffee. I looked in my coffee.
Oh fuck.
Thing. I have like so much coffee, and then
go ahead, homie.
I ordered more. What did I order? More like olive oil for cooking. Cause I have a little bottle, 2 little bottles, and a big, huge bottle. So I won't need oil. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to go to the store again. So I might as well get what I use a lot. So I use coffee, I use cooking oil, and now I'm going to bake.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't even cold drunky when I was cold paranoid when things started getting worse back in November. And I went and bought myself another thing, 2 of oil, 1 of the spray, 1 of like just virgin oil. I got myself like 3 bottles of Valentina, 1 of hot ones. What's the one? I put that shit on everything. Red Hot, 2 Cholulas. I just went and got all kinds of shit, all kinds of hot sauce. Soup, beans, rice. I thought it was like apocalypse situation that we were gonna have, but I bought it too. But no, you know what you should do, bro? You should do lists of what you need. So hopefully when you're Covdrunky, you just go to your list. You don't just randomly do shit that you already have.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Then lock your apps.
You know what I did? I did this thing where I turn off my computer. I mean, my phone will shut off and I can't get access. unless I say dismiss.
Oh.
From 10 to 6 a.m. So.
But you should pick a more difficult word. Dismiss? That's easy. You're going to get that, drunkie.
Well, it's worked because I just go to sleep. I know, my phone is locked, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
But I think I just missed it when I ordered all that stuff.
When we finished the pot, it was like not even 8.
Oh, yeah, because I went to sleep.
So you must have ordered it before 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. So I smell my fingers. It wasn't because I was scratching anything. I just grabbed an onion from my drink, and I love the way they smell. But anyway, well, Laurice's Covdrunkiness, I was like, should I just not put the podcast out? You kept telling me you were good, bro.
Did I say F you to you?
You were mad because I was laughing, and you said that I was judging you, and I wasn't. I was just asking you what you had to do.
I think I remember a little bit. You're
like, don't judge me. And I was like, I'm not judging you. I'm like fucking drinking. I also probably had a beer really early. Yeah, you do get all sensitive.
I had this dream. I have to tell you about this dream. I have this friend that she's really like kind of religious, not really religious, but you know, she believes in, you know, I don't know if she goes to church every day, or every Sunday or whatever. But I had this dream that I called her a hoe. Because she's not promiscuous.
Okay. So you were just being mean.
So, but in this dream, I called her a hoe, and she, her family and her got really upset with me. Like, you don't ever call me a hoe, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like, you know, like you're a hoe. I just meant hoe, you know, ho, you're a hoe.
Hey, ho.
Some hoes in the house. But she got really upset. And she wouldn't talk to me in the dream. And actually she called me the other day, and I told her that, and she just laughed. She's like, if anybody is a hoe, it's not me. Or just, she's like far from being, like, she's a really good person, and you know.
Hoes can be good people. Their vagina is just up for what ifs.
She's far from promiscuous.
She's far from keeping her punani and rent or like, lease or IOU.
She's on lockdown or something.
Oh, shit. Well, that's funny.
Well, if you come to think of it, I am too.
Well, we kind of have to.
Cobwebs.
Cobwebs. Oh, I owe cats and kittens. Go visit Urban Dictionary and like the words Cove Cobwebs, Cove Diet, Cove Drunky, Cove Cella, Corona Insomnia. What else, Laurice? Cove Drunky, Cove Period, Cove Diet. I think that's about it.
I'm not Cove Drunky. But there's something in my drink.
I work today, bro. I want to be Cove Drunky.
Hey, you know what? I've been on the computer all day, just doing. My paper's 10 pages already.
Holy shit, bro!
I know.
Schooled. You getting learned? You getting learned like
I'm still not done. I have to have 5 more pages.
Ah, fuck.
Well, she said not actually, we can't have more than 5 new extra pages. So, anyways, that's boring. I'm sorry.
Good, bro. No, that's good. I'm just happy you're getting it done, bro.
I hope so. I hope I get an A.
You will, bro.
Anyway.
Be positive.
Positive. Oh, speaking of positive, did you hear about Ellen DeGeneres?
That was a brilliant segment, bro. That was brilliant. Speaking of being positive. Oh my Lord, bro. Yes, I did it. Yes. Brilliant, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, someone yesterday not asked me but brought it up. And I don't know if I'm supposed to feel some type of way because I'm a lesbian. I don't feel any type of way. It's a rich woman that she's gonna be all right,
Yeah, I mean, just like the president when he got COVID. I'm sure.
I wouldn't say that quite like, I think I care a little bit more about Ellen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they're rich. They can get like, the therapies and the supplements, and he probably got the vaccine.
Yeah.
That he decided not to order as much, and then the UK got it before us, and so
that was our parting gift.
Bitch.
From Cheeto to you. Happy Christmas, Americans.
Fucking stimulus checks, bitch.
That shit ain't coming, bro. If anything, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shit's like bananas. Like, this man still having rallies and with this whole bullshit that he didn't lose. It's like, enough,
and then
Rudy. Yeah, you remember we talked about it last week? You're like,
oh yeah,
Julianne. I'm like, Giuliano, like Giuliani. What? I was like, Giuliani, he's Italian. You're like, Giuliani.
I remember that. Oh
yeah, fucking Giuliani. He has COVID too, but they said that they took him to the hospital, no, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
He's in his 70s, right? 60s or 70s?
70s.
Yeah, I thought he was in the 70s. So, fuck, bro. Like, I don't wish bad on anybody, but I'm also not going to be praying for you.
Yeah, there's so many memes of him with his hair.
With the Beijing?
Yeah.
Is that the Beijing black? Yeah, I need another drink.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I made myself a Gibson and I'm out. What are you drinking? The salsa?
Salsa? Salsa. Yeah. I have a big glass though. I'm trying not to get too tipsy. I have to finish more of my paper tonight.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not going to get all ratchet.
Yeah, well, but your drink is more of like, mine's...
Mine has a lot of squirt.
Yeah, exactly. You have, like I always tell you about that show, Bar Rescue. I love that show. So they talk about when they do the drinks like yours, the ratchet ass places that give you, because whatever, if you have a margarita, paloma, any of those drinks, daiquiri, all those drinks, you should have a certain amount of alcohol, right? But the stuff that you put on top, like to finish the drink, there is, not that there isn't an amount that you should have, but you're not going to be like, oh, you only needed 2 ounces of squirt or whatever grapefruit soda you're using or juice. So it's like you can put more. So there's like these places that they sell like these big old bowls or margaritas or something. And it's mainly they're just selling you the fucking juice that goes along with maybe just half more of the shot, So they're robbing you. But others, like, you know, like with your drink that is in a tall glass, where you fill it up with some of the other, you know, juice. And this type of drink should take about the same amount of time because there's so much liquor here that I should take longer. I am just not that type of girl, you know, but so we should be kind of similar, but mine's, you know, mine's a small drink. I don't have any accoutrements other than my cocktail onions in there, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, get a drink.
All right.
You laugh.
Because I was going on and on about drinks, and then you're putting your lip gloss on. You said something super funny in the last podcast, and I asked you how many shots you put in your drink. You're like, I don't really believe in measuring. So I was gonna tell you, I don't really believe in measuring, so let me just make me something random.
Randomness. Maybe I should believe in measuring.
Why?
This drink is really strong.
I have to tell you something. So remember I told you that I bought some cigars?
Oh yeah.
So I was feeling kind of sad the other day, and I was just like, fuck, man. And I was like, I want to smoke me a cigar. Just kind of like stare at the fucking sky and shit at night, you know? It was like fucking 12 or 1 in the morning. And so I bought the cigars at Total Wine. And obviously, I mean, I didn't pay $100 for them. So it's not like, you know, they're like the best cigars in the world. Nowhere near Cubans. No offense, you know, people that make cigars for the US, but I've had Cubans and they're fucking amazing. Anyway, so I've been looking kind of more into the whole, what do they say? The lifestyle of a cigar smoker. And I learned a lot of things, you know, about how to cut it, about how to light it, how it's very easy for it to get acidic from like a tiny little mistake you make. So I've been learning a lot about it. So anyway, that night, obviously I had a few drinks, and so I was like, you know what, let me just open one of those cigars. I bought 3, so I was like, fuck it, let me open one. So I started smoking it, and oh man, it made me feel good. I was just relaxed, bro. I was just there outside for a minute, and it was good. Came back in. I was like, it doesn't even like stink like usual, you know? Like when I used to smoke when I was younger, when I used to smoke cigars, like I used to smoke them in my car, and it stunk. And I didn't really feel like it stunk or anything. I was like, maybe it does make a difference the way you light it or you cut it or everything, right? So the next day, again, you couldn't really smell like a nasty cigarette. Oh, hold on. My cat's one of those freak out moments. It's okay, baby. It's okay. He has to lick me to make sure. Remember I told you he wakes up like, and I'm like, it's fine. You're home. It's going to be all right. And then he has to come and lick my hand to go get through the whole thing. But anyway, I was just like, that was so amazing. Okay, so right now I'm like, you know what? I feel like smoking a little bit more of that cigar. So I went to get it, and I opened it, and it's not lit. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? So then I've been saving this Cubano for a while, and it was wrapped in everything so it wouldn't lose its, you know, I was trying to keep it fresh. I've been saving this bitch for so long, bro. I fucking opened the Cubano instead of opening the one that I bought from Total Wine.
No.
No wonder it tastes so fucking good, bro. Like, oh my God. So I was like, don't tell me that I opened and then I looked at it, and then I opened it, and I see that it's, you know, I was like, fuck. Oh, well, life is to live, right? I want to say a quick, I don't want to get us sad or anything, but I do want to say a quick rest in peace to a homie, you know, that we lost last week, and shit was devastating to hear. And it's just like, what the fuck, you know? It's like, should we not try to achieve everything in life because it might just be taken away from us in 1 second? You know what I mean? Like, I am, you know, I love his family, and just, you know, again, I don't want to get too deep into it because then I'll just start fucking crying. But rest in peace, homie. Like, and just the best vibes and energy, positive, you know, everything that positive that I have to send and give, like, is definitely being sent to you. So, but anyway, you know, just like a cheer, salud, and amazing person. Yes.
Bro.
But again, I didn't want to get us into like a sad, because I thought it was like, oh, I know what we're going to talk about next Saturday, loss. Bro, I can't handle it. Let's not. So,
No.
So I don't have a deep dive topic, Laracy, for the first time. Well,
we don't have to deep dive.
All right.
I have to tell you something about cigars.
Okay, tell me, homie.
My late husband, we went to, where did we go? Cozumel.
Oh, Cozumel.
Well, no, the Grand Cayman Islands.
Okay.
Which is not very far from Cuba.
Okay.
And we got some cigars there, and we brought them back. And actually, he has a humidifier for them.
Oh, I just bought one. Humidor.
What'd I say?
Humidifier.
Humidor.
Yeah.
Humidor? No,
I thought it was humidor, but you people with your English and H's, maybe the H is not pronounced.
In your H's.
Your H's, like the H.
You English.
You English people. Do you hate English people? No, huh?
What do you mean?
You know how some Mexicans, we hate Spanish people? Well, I guess they never were like conquistadores of you guys. They just kind of like, but they gave you your language. Do you agree with that or no?
Yeah, because actually, a lot of my family history, we're from England.
Okay, because a lot of Americans hate that whole thing that, oh, English people think they're better than us and that their English is better. I agree, it is better.
The English?
The word schedule, that's the way, if maybe not a little bit more easier, but schedule doesn't make any goddamn sense. Schedule makes sense to me. And the way they pronounce some things, it just makes more sense than that fucking accent that you guys do, you Yankees.
Aluminium? They say, for aluminum, they say aluminium.
Remember I told you Trevor Noah has like more of a British accent? Like, you know, obviously he's an African, but masks, wear your mask. I can tell you, for me, it's easier to say mask. Mask, that's so easy. Mask, you gotta put some pizzazz into it. My mom hates that American pizzazz. She's like, I can't do it. Why can't I just say mask? Why can't I just say turtle? You know?
Turtle. Or zebra instead of zebra.
Exactly. Boom, zebra. That's exactly how I would read it, even not knowing English, bro. And you would understand me if you spoke more English. How do you say it? British?
Schedule. It's British.
Schedule.
British English.
I remember we had this coworker, you and I, this English woman, and she tells me, can you put it in the rubbish? I'm like, excuse me? The rubbish. I'm like, you're rubbish. She's like, the trash. I'm like, oh.
You're rubbish.
I don't know what you're saying to me, lady.
Oh, I remember her. I know who you're talking about.
Yes, there's a song a reggaeton song, and it has like, y yo quiero saber cómo es que baila la. It has her name. I fucking love that shit, bro. And that's one of the only songs I know with her name. Obviously, it's in Spanish, but I always told her, and I guess, I mean, I can bleep it, or if it's too much, you think, but, you know, I always wanted to be called PJ. So I wanted my middle name to be a J, and I wanted my middle name to be that. So I don't know why we're hiding her so much. It's not like somebody's going to go get her and shit.
I know.
We heard you on the podcast. They talked about you.
You know what? You know what Blade's initials were?
Wait, don't tell me. I think I know. Fuck, I'm too Covdrunky. Tell me.
BJ.
Oh, shit.
BJD.
Oh, shit. So when they were calling his first name first, I mean his last name first, D, BJ? That's cool, bro.
D. The D.
Well,
I like the D.
This is episode 55. I might as well throw a gem out there. The reason why, you know why I am Pchs? I probably told you, like, why I am Pchs.
Oh, yeah.
So I was working at a place where you had to wear an apron. And I wanted to be called PJ so bad. So I would, like, when I made art, quote unquote, whatever the fuck that was, I always signed a P and a J, but I made it like trying to look and make like all cool and like artistic and whatever. So it's like funky. So when I got my apron for my job, I wrote my PJ with my funky art. So I was working at a fucking a warehouse, you know, what do you call it, like for tools and shit. So the only people that went there, especially when I worked like at fucking 7 a.m, it was older white men, well, not necessarily white, older men that were missing at least one finger, bro, because that's the type of job they had. So I had a crusty old white man walk by my register. It was early in the morning too. I'm wearing my little apron, and he was an older man, and he's trying to squint to see, like, what's your name? And I tell him, PJ. What's your name? PJ. But I guess my Mexican accent back then was, because this was a long time ago, bro. I don't think I was 20 yet. So he's all like, Peaches? Peaches? Your mom named you Peaches? And I was so aggravated, bro. I was just like, ugh, get your fucking merchandise and get the fuck out of my fucking sight. So it ruined my day. And you know, I've always hated anything that's girly. And Peaches sounded like, you know. So I go home and I'm telling my family in Spanish. I'm like pissed. And I'm just like, this happened today at work. And and everybody's like, they didn't think it was a big deal, so they were just like, okay. And then my brother's like, so what's wrong with that, Peaches? And he kept doing it to bug me, and it just stuck. And ever since then, I've been Peaches, bro. And since it's not on episode 100, I'll say why the 50 foot. But yeah, there's a gem, my old cats and kittens. There's a gem. What's the gem song?
So you have to wait. We will keep you anticipating.
45 episodes, you gotta wait. Which, hey, we've been kind of moving along because we added the specials. So it's kind of, you know, we're on episode 55, bro.
Yeah, I was like, really? 55? But then I remembered our little specials.
I think we've had 2 or 3 specials.
We're special.
We are special. That's what my mama tells me.
I've always been special.
I have too. I used to hate it, but now I love it. I'll tell you another gem, unless you have a story to tell me.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
I can't think of anything right now that's Jim-like.
Well, no, I can't think of anything that happened that is worth. Shia LaBeouf is back in trouble. That's kind of news I learned today. I didn't even know he was dating FKA Twigs. And apparently she sued him because of emotional and physical distress and all kinds of shit. Apparently he pulled a Chris Brown on her like Rihanna.
What?
Yeah, I didn't even know. Someone is like, what's up with Shia LaBeouf? And they asked me because, I'm the Farandula correspondent. So I always know all the shit. So I was like, what? So right away while they're talking to me, I'm like researching it, And I found out that, so it sucks, I like that guy. I like Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I like him. And shit, I'm getting Covdrunky. I'm not going to say like too much, but that movie that he wrote about his life and his father and shit, that shit hit me like something else, bro. So I think he's very artistic. I think he's just has some issues, that he has to or has been dealing with probably for a while. And maybe he just how do you say when you're like a drug addict or alcoholic and then you quit and then you relapse, right?
Yeah,
I feel like he just kind of relapsed. And not to be like, again, maybe some of FKA Twigs fans will be all like, you're ratchet for not defending her and like the violence against women and it's considered domestic violence because they're partners and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not defending him. Nothing about this is about her. I'm saying him. I think he's a cool cat. And this is unfortunate, I don't know. I guess shit is hitting me harder. And I'm just like, oh no, get it together, bro.
get it together.
What's all these notes you got going on up here?
Notes? Oh.
I'm just wondering if it's something important. Not an Nile kitten, but one of those weird robotic Russian situations could like look it up and look at your shit if it's something personal.
No, I need a Rolodex card thingy. They're all
You're
cards.
old school, bro.
They're like cards from way back when. They're just like my comfort.
Oh, I get that shit, bro.
I just have them tight. I hold them tight to my little thing here.
No, that's totally cool. Every time I travel in another gem, see, I'm giving out gems on episode 55. Every time I travel in my bag, there's a letter from my mother that she gave me. Not a letter, it's the card, something simple, but I don't know why I need it with me when I travel. It's in my bag on the bottom of all my clothes and shit.
Wow, so I didn't know that.
I get it, bro.
That's a gem.
That's a gem, yeah.
They're like this one where I got in an accident. Well, this car ran. I was backing out and she wasn't paying attention and she she hit the back of my car and they said it was my fault because
what?
Because they have the right of way when you're backing up. But she admitted to saying she wasn't even looking. Like she was doing something with her visor. She told me that.
Oh, but she told you, not the cop.
Yeah, and then
or the insurance.
Really young. So my car got messed up, but I still have the card when my insurance told me to go to this place. But I still have the card. It's Car Crafters. I don't know why I have it.
We're hoarders, bro, because recently, I think I sent you the picture and I was hoping that you wouldn't get hurt. I sent you a picture. I still had your business card from probably when we met.
Yeah, I still have my old one from when I worked.
Well, I got rid of yours, bro. I
Aw.
can't be having all this shit. I got rid of mine too. I've had every business card that I've had since I started having business cards. Every single one, bro. And I've had several. I got rid of them. I'm like, I don't,
Well,
bro.
I just kept one.
I kept thinking of my brother. He would not have any business cards at all.
Yeah. And one is from my gynecologist.
Oh, that's different. That you're going to need to hold on to, bro.
Because they're in a weird plate. They're actually, I think they moved.
I wish I could get a female lesbian, or I guess a lesbian, I don't have to say female, lesbian gynecologist. And not for like any perverted shit, don't think anything wrong. I would just feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I had a woman, all the doctors were women. They looked at my punani and they were like, are you sexually active? And I was like, what do you mean?
Were you Covdrunky, or are you talking about the podcast we had?
At the time? No, I'm not Covdrunky. But
We've talked about this.
we did?
Oh my God, bro, are you not here? When you're here?
I don't remember when we talked about it.
Yeah, we had this whole conversation about
Oh.
gynecologists. And
But she told me to wear condoms.
yeah.
Or not me. Or use protection. I'm not Covdrunky, really.
No, I know. I dropped my ring and then my kitten will make a mess.
I just can't remember shit even when I'm sober, so.
No, I know. I'm not giving you shit, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Just kidding.
You're
I'm all
gonna start,
sensitive.
yeah, you're going to start hating on me like last time.
I'm going to cry. But
You
no.
didn't cry, you were talking shit.
And she's like, well, if you do decide to become sexually active, make sure you use protection. Because you are still, you know, like, whatever. You could still get pregnant. Or even worse, a venereal disease. So.
Mm-hmm. Way worse.
And she was telling me, like, older people don't wear condoms because, you know, they can't get pregnant. But they do come in, like, with venereal diseases.
Do they not know, bro?
Well, they think they're, like, immune because
what?
they're older or something.
No,
I don't know.
they have to be uneducated, bro. You have to know that.
Well, back then, they didn't even talk about just you're smelling it. They didn't talk about, like, just
Smelling my cigar, bro. Let me.
protection.
Just let me live. Can I live?
Just be abstinent. Yeah, live. Smell your cigar. No, I want a cigar.
I'll get you one of the cheap ones.
Blade used to put his cigar in the whiskey.
Okay, well, someone told me this. It depends on the whiskey. There's a certain amount of, or like, you know, of what the whiskey is worth that is not worth you putting your cigar in. Like, I'm not gonna put my cigar in a Maker's. You know what I mean? So it has to be a certain level of whiskey that you want to do that with, because otherwise it's like, why don't you just put it in Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I think he had, like, this fancy whiskey that he would do. I forgot what. It's some kind of cowboy whiskey or something. That's like.
I bet you it's like some Kentucky shit.
Something like that.
My mouth water. Now I need a whiskey.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't have any whiskey. Shit.
I have a little bit.
I have to wait till payday.
Yeah, I had, no, I had payday, and I'm just ratchet, you know? But again, no, I was like
Ratchet.
all sad, and because I think that I just wish I had it more together. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'm like, I wish I had it more together. But then shit happens, like, last week, where I'm just like, what for? So it could be taken away from me? I've seen it happen so many times, you know what I mean? So it's almost like, I was telling my mom, it's almost like I don't even want to be happy just to make sure that at least my loved ones are okay, Because if I'm not happy, like there is, like if things are okay, with my loved ones, if you guys are alive, you have health, you can pay your bills, you can live, even if you're not 100% happy, but you can live and you can kind of get to that point, and I'm where I'm at, bro, I keep it like this forever. I don't care if I don't ever have it together, you know what I mean? But it's just like that, some shit that gets in your head that you're like, ugh, what for, bro? Like you keep going up so they can just bring you down and shit. Super depressive.
I know about that, losing someone. But if you look at it like, I'm gonna live for them, why stop living? They would want you to live your life, They wouldn't want you to just stop.
But my thing is that it's not, that's my point. I'm living way too much.
Oh, okay.
You think that my grandma thinks that at my age, I could be single in my own place, chilling, smoking a cigar, drinking a whiskey even though I'm not saying I don't have worries, obviously I have worries, but kind of like without a worry in the world, just tonight, like smoke my cigar and drink my whiskey. Then I think like, nah, I have to have it more together. You know what I mean? Like more traditional of what a person should be doing at certain stages in their lives. First of all, never did the family thing, So that's already like a thing that I'm just like, I feel selfish now, where I feel I'm good, on my own. So that type of stuff I'm saying. So keep it, when I mean like get myself together, I mean like, get my master's, get my PhD, get a job where I get paid more, start taking care of my mom more, of my loved ones more, like do more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what? Do more, and then some shit happens. So sometimes I just feel like, fuck it, I'll just keep drinking my cigar. Smoking my cigar, drinking my whiskey, and living life and making sure everybody else is okay. Because, I don't know, bro.
No, I was actually I talked to this counselor lady through my work, and I was telling her I feel selfish because, I don't have any kids. I don't have any like responsibilities. I don't have to, rush home and cook for dinner or whatever. If I just want to have like some beef jerky and a drink, that's my dinner. So, and I told her I sometimes feel guilty, and she's like, no, you need to do self-care. Like, don't compare yourself to, especially my age, because I'm a little bit older than you. Because I was telling her, gosh, I'm, finally getting my degree that I've been trying to get. And, she's like, so what? The thing is that you've accomplished your goals, and they're nobody else's goals but yours. So don't compare yourself to whatever. Even my sisters were like, it is what it is. You can't, compare yourself. Because I was like, oh, I wish I would have got my degree when I was younger, blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah.
You're right. And it's also, you know, I was talking to someone today, and it's also like a generational thing too, you know, that she was telling me how for her, she was the oldest, and in her generation, she was a little bit older than me, that it was different. Like for her to have even go to school is huge, because she wasn't like supposed to or meant to, quote unquote, whatever, you know. So I don't know, it's almost like just different perspectives and different, you know, just, yeah, I mean, life, you know, life can take you a certain way, or supposed to, like, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be, but then you evolve and become something else, whether it's good, positive, or negative. There has to be some positive, you know, unless you're hurting people, you know. Because even if you hurt yourself, like, I mean, it's like, I don't know, this is super like shitty and deep, but it's, I don't even want to get into it, bro. Let me get a glass of whiskey real quick. I just need a glass of whiskey.
I'll get a shot of vodka.
Okie dokie.
I have a cigar cutter.
I do too. Apparently, I'm not good enough to do like different cuts and shit. Well, I'm not, apparently. It's intimidating, the different cuts. Like how you cut, like you can do a straight cut or the V or the whatever, you know?
Well, I used to do a V.
Yeah, see, I'm guessing the cutter does most of the work for you, but
Whenever I said the V word, he would do that.
I just caught it, bro. I just caught it.
He was such a guy.
Yeah, but then he was funny, bro.
Yeah, he was funny. Gosh, I just, before we went to get drinks, I could hear like, it sounded like somebody was on my roof. So
The Santa?
I opened the, what?
Santa?
Yeah. So I opened the door, it's windy.
Oh,
Starting
yeah?
to get windy. Is it windy at your house?
It's dark as fuck. I can't see shit.
I know, it feels like midnight.
It feels like it's at least 10 and shit, you know?
It's only 7.
My cat's all upset. He's
The
like, what the
other night-
fuck? Open the door, you fucking crazy.
The other night, it was like 2 in the morning, and I heard this, me sleep.
Bro, you gotta listen to the last podcast.
Oh, I said that already? Yeah.
Me sleepy. And I tried to put some jokes in there, but you wouldn't let me.
I have to listen to it again now.
It's only an hour, bro. That's all, as long as you could go. That's funny. You know what, though?
What?
Oh, my God. All of a sudden, it smells like tacos in Mexico. Like if you're just walking around the street, like, you know, in Mexico City, if you're around the Zócalo or the places where there's people hanging out at night, because it's a place that you kind of hang out, you know, it's a night. I mean, it's a big ass city. I was just talking to someone today about how I don't feel Albuquerque's a big city. And I'm not trying to be snobby or anything like that. I just don't think it's a big city. I'm not saying I can handle myself in a big city very well, but I grew up in a big city and I know what a big city is like. It's like, it's so scary until you get to the place where you're supposed to be at, you know? I remember in Mexico City, looking for shit was just like, you know what? After everything we've just been through, let's just have a drink in this one place, a quick bite, and let's move on. Because fuck, man. Life moves fast, you know?
Yeah, Mexico City. Ooh, there's like, how many people? 1 billion or something like that?
Something like that, a shitload, bro. That's why it's sinking. Just
Somebody
kidding.
was
It's probably the buildings.
somebody was telling me that the pollution's so bad there, they have to like alternate who drives. Like
I had
people,
heard something like that.
like they have little stickers that they can only drive these
Like-
time at these.
Like you're like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person or something.
Yeah. And they probably have lots of carpooling. Yeah.
If this turns my alarm, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. Because why won't they just fucking let me live?
Why won't they fucking let me live?
Let me smoke my cigar and drink my whiskey in peace, god damn it. Without, but this is the thing, because someone will be like, well, just take the alarm off. Let me smoke my cigar, drink my whiskey in peace without having to worry that I'm going to die of carbon monoxide tonight. I'd rather die, like, if I'm going to die, bro. Carbon monoxide, did I ever tell you the story? Okay, I guess episode 55, another gem. Did I ever tell you the story that I almost died of carbon monoxide poisoning? I was, let me see, if my brother was like 6, I must have been like 4 or 5. And this is the story. I don't know. I was a little kid, a toddler, you know, I was sleeping. I was probably dying and shit. But so the story is that we were all dying, my whole family. So my mom, she's always, you know, she's OCD. She's always been responsible. She's always had a routine. So that morning, the neighbor noticed that my mom wasn't doing her thing. So the neighbor was all like, that's weird, but whatever. And then before he went to work, he was just like, let me go just check on them and see what's up. So he's knocking on the door and no one opened. We were all dying, bro. So anyway, so it was the 4 of us that were dying it was a 2-story house, I guess. That makes it sound like it was tiny little, you know. So anyway, the guy keeps knocking on the door because he's worried, because he's like, this isn't like up there, them, and the cars are outside, what the fuck? So he kept knocking and knocking and knocking until my brother opens the door, like his 5-year-old ass opens the door, and the neighbor says that he, like, his eyes were rolled back, like they were almost white, and he just opened the door, turned around, and walked away, and then collapsed. So we were if my brother hadn't done that, bro, we would have died. Like,
wow.
I don't know how he woke up and did that, but he did that shit, and we're still here because of him. So one of my fears, I guess, and I just kind of like had an epiphany right now, has been dying of carbon monoxide poisoning, because I was good once, don't take me on the second. It's kind of like, I'll be like George Bush. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, shame on all of you for everything. You ain't gonna fool me again. You fool me once, you ain't gonna fool me again. Like, bro, that's not the way the phrase goes.
Because carbon monoxide comes from the ground, right? Or in the foundations of the house, or
that I don't know. I thought it came from the heater.
So it was the heater?
I have no idea, bro. I've never asked. All I know is the story is I almost died. I never asked mother. So what was the cause that we almost collapsed and died together in our beds like a family?
You never asked her that?
Uh-uh.
I would have. I used to ask my mom, like, just stories, like, tell me about when I was a little kid. Yeah, none of this sad shit.
I know, huh?
Dun, 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 dun.
It's like, I didn't want to work today because I was like, if I had the whole day, you know, but I didn't have the whole day. I just had like a couple hours to, how do you say, not decompose, what's the word? Not decompose.
Decompress?
Yes, there you go, decompress.
I want to decompose.
Just had an hour to decompose, bro. I couldn't get it done.
You're petrified already.
Hey, I am from Guanajuato.
Like
the mummies, bro. It always like amazes me when people freak out of the mummies of Guanajuato. I think it's one of the most amazing. Like, I'm so proud of that shit, bro. I almost say I'm from there, just so you know. You know, my grandmother mummified. So I'm like, don't fuck with me, because I'll die, I'll mummify it, and I'll still be here, bro. They say that your soul is still here. Imagine if my body is still conserved. Of course that I'm going to be here. I'm going to pull on your feet at night.
Well, that makes me think of the Egyptians. You know how they mummified people?
But they had a process, bro.
Yeah,
They have a process to make this happen. And they only, wasn't it like just rich people, like pharaohs and like kings and stuff?
Like King Tut and Nefertiti and all that.
Oh, I love Nefertiti.
Nefertiti. Nefertiti.
I know a woman that's named that.
Nefertiti or Nefertiti?
The correct way.
Yeah?
So I never want to say her name out loud. I don't do it on purpose. It just doesn't come out right.
Turtle.
When I met her, it was through email. So I was like, Nefertiti? So I was like, I don't know how I'm just gonna, you know, do you ever been in a situation where, and I'm just gonna fucking say it, I was dating someone and I forgot her name and my friends showed up and I was gonna introduce and I forgot her name. So I was like, fuck. So and I was expecting her to introduce herself, which it worked out. There's like an episode of Seinfeld where they can't figure out this person's name and they're like, oh, the next time you meet her, get the name out. I didn't even have to tell my friends. It just happened organically and shit. I was like, that's right. That's her. Anyway. Nefertiti.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, like, well, if people come up to me and they're like, you know, they say my name and I'm like, hi, how are you? And I know them, but like this one lady, I was in Walgreens and I had dropped my wallet and I went back in to get something and she came back with the wallet and she was like, somebody dropped their wallet. And I went up to tell the lady, did anyone turn in a wallet? And it was her. And it was from a program that I had worked with. And I knew who she was, but I could not remember her name. Well, at first I was like, who are you? Where do I know you from? And she was familiar, but she knew my name. So I couldn't say, hi, blah, blah, blah. You know.
Oh.
But I was like, oh, how are you doing?
Everybody knows you though, bro. It's kind of hard because everybody acts like they know you, is what I try to say. But are you talking about the time with the wallet on the street situation?
No, not that time.
Shit, bro. Okay.
No. But yeah, people do remember my name, but maybe just because I'm just an old ass.
No, let me tell you something. I used to think the same thing. I'm like, how can anybody even remember me? I'm very average looking and sounding and everything. Bro, in high school, nobody talked to me. I had no friends. Not only that, it was like bullying situation, So for people to now, oh, we went to high school together. Where the fuck were you? Because I can't believe they recognize me and they like pretend like they know me or like now they want to be homies and shit. Where the fuck were you when I was suffering for 4 fucking years, motherfuckers?
I know in high school, I was like a dorky, nerdy. I was like in choir and track and all that. And on Facebook, people would friend me, like really popular people. And I'd be like, why is she friending me? And I let them as to be my friend or whatever, accepted. Yeah. And they're like, oh, remember when we had blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I didn't think you knew who I was. She's like, yeah, I remember you, blah, 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 blah.
No, but don't get fooled by that bullshit, bro. In that moment, they didn't have your best interest. In that moment, fuck you. Yeah, I remember that shit or I don't remember it. But in that moment, like, this is the thing that sometimes I feel like teenagers need so much guidance in a different way where it's more that they can relate themselves to, because you're right, like you think like, oh, they remember me. No, now they are all up on your dick for a reason. It's because you're Lorisi. Because think about what you just said. You were in choir and track. That's fucking badass, bro. That's bad. Like a girl, you're like wearing a fucking doll's bathrobe. You're cool. You're funny. You were in track. You were in like, you see what I'm saying? So the older we get, this is what sucks, that this is one of my things, my fantasies. I wish I could go back as myself, but in the body of when I was that age. And you could take me any age, man. Any age, bro. From 5 to 18. 19, bro. Because at 19 was one of the biggest traumas, having to do with me coming out and everything. But like 5 to 19, throw me back in that body with this mind and soul and spirit. Oh, bro, I wish I could do that. Like, that's a movie, bro. Because then, like you said, I was in track and chorus. That shit is fucking cool. You can sing and you can run and you're funny and cool.
Well, I don't know if I could actually sing. I remember.
You're a chorus.
The girls.
I'm trying to build your resume, bitch.
The girls that were all like sopranos. No. Alto? No.
Alto?
What's that really
sopranos?
high?
Falsetto?
They would like sing like, whoa, and I'd be all I'm an alto. Like
the girls are all like, and I'm like,
oh, because I have a deeper voice.
But it's needed.
Yeah, but I remember they used to. Someone was off chorus, and they always used to look at me like, because you could tell because my voice was unique. But it wasn't me. It was that other chick that was standing next to me that was tone deaf.
Nah, but hey, there's a really funny episode of The Simpsons when, I think it's the episode when they're trying to figure out, Homer's name, his middle initial is J. And they never told his name. So there's an episode about his middle name, about what the J stands for. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to ruin it for you. But when he's looking for that shit, he's reminiscing and he remembers he was in the choir and he had this angelical voice and his dad was like, oh, I'm gonna be rich with this kid. And then little Homer, he's all like, and in the middle of him singing, his voice changed. So he's all, like, whoa. That's a really funny episode, bro. But anyway,
I think I've seen it before.
Oh, have you? Okay. So you know his middle name.
I don't remember that part.
It's It's simpler than it sounds, bro. But anyway.
Well, Blade's middle name is just a J.
That's what's funny about it. I didn't want to ruin the episode for you. Homer's middle name is Jay. 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 He's Homer J. Simpson.
Sorry.
I feel like Lorisi in the last 2 episodes. You say something now. It just ashed all over my pants.
Ashy Larry.
Ashy peaches. They should have never gave you peaches money. Well, they never did, bitch. I just got my fucking chair full of cum. Just kidding. Ashes. But yeah,
ashes.
Remember, did I tell you about that one time? Oh, another gym. I drank so much. No, I wasn't even drinking that much back then. I smoked so much that I was convinced that my legs weren't working anymore. I was convinced that my legs were done, that was done, bro. Like this was done. And I was content with it. I went to the restroom and I was like, took about 30 minutes for me to like be okay with the fact that my legs will never work again. And I was like, all right, I have a lot to live for. There's all kinds of like fancy shit now with wheelchairs and shit. So I was just like contemplating like what my life's gonna be like. And this was in the 30 minutes that I was in this bathroom in my homie's house. So the bitch that I was dating back then, open the door, open the door, open the door. And I was like, So I'm laying on the floor like, ugh, it's open. She comes in and I tell her the situation. I'm not going to be able to walk anymore. It's okay. Don't freak out. I'll still be able to work. I'm like giving her the download, no? And she's just like, the fuck are you talking about? Get up, get up. You're not listening to me. I will not be able to walk ever again. Shut the fuck up. You're fucking drunk. I'm like, I had 2 beers. I'm fine. Just recognize and be cool with it. Or else I have to move on. Shut the fuck up. She's like, you know. And so anyway, my homie comes in. And he's all concerned. And I was like, hey, relax. Just relax. It's okay.
Relax.
It's okay. I'm not going to be able to walk, but I'm still here. And it's going to be all right. And he grabs me. He picks me up. Oh, I just dropped a thing from my tree. He picks me up. And I'm all like, aw, he really loves me. I'm all holding on to him like, he really loves me. He takes me to the couch and he's all concerned. What do we need? Should we put ice on your legs? I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
Just relax.
It's going to be okay. It's all right. You know what? And I thought about Frida. And ever since then, Frida's saying, pies para que los quiero si tengo alas para volar. You know? What do I need feet? I have wings. I can fly. And I was just like trying to make my people feel better, you know? And they were freaking out. And I'm just like, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But anyway, I started walking in the morning. But in that moment, I really thought my legs were done, bro. My fucking legs were done. I don't know why we started talking about this shit. This is a gym. This is something that I only tell.
It's certainly.
It's very exclusive type of situation that I'm telling you.
So, I had something. What was it? Oh, shit.
Was it something about the legs?
No, at that time I ate those cookies she gave me.
Have we
Remember
talked
that
about
time?
that? Yeah.
But I really thought I was on acid and my brain was gonna just disintegrate.
I think it was on the episode we were telling Mother Tucker about it.
Okay.
But you know, Iowa cats and kittens are not that loyal. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but they're
hoes.
not, which is fine. Let me tell you something real quick. Don't let me forget Mother Tucker saying what you just said. Do you remember it? What did you just say? What did you just say?
The cookies.
Cookies. Cookies, Mother Tucker. Cookies, Mother Tucker. Cookies, Mother Tucker. Okay, this is how I remember shit. Cookies, Mother Tucker. Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say.
But I remember you held my hand and you brought me snacks.
I did.
I think we even went outside and got some fresh air.
Well, this is what happened, and we're going to tell it right now, and we didn't tell it during the Mother Tucker episode. Let's just say it, put it out. We've given so many gems now on episode 55, but Larisi and I, and I think I told this story, but this is what happened. Like, again, we don't have loyal Iowa kittens and cats that actually listen to the full podcast, but what happened was that I needed help. I needed somebody to help me move washer and dryer. I asked Larisi, and she was like, yeah, well, of course. So my ratchet ass, like, picked me up, or I went to her house. We went in her truck, got my cookies and coffee. My cookies were, like, special, with special treats. And I told her, and she was like, no, I'm good. But do you remember the situation? That lady was so, like, racist and weird and homophobic, and she gave us, like, shit. So the situation, it's hard to tell. Like I tell Larisi, I wish we had a camera that followed us, because then you'll be able to see what we see and what we feel. But it was fucking ratchet. She was homophobic or, you know, racist or something, but she treated us like shit. So we finally got the fucking washer dryer, whatever the fuck it was, into the truck. On the way back, it had been such a fucking emotional moment already that I told Larisi, I was like, are you sure you don't want some of these cookies? And she's like, yeah, let me have. So I gave her one. Boom. On the way back, she probably had 2, 3, you know. I already had like 6, 7. So we get to the house, you know, we did everything we got to do. She goes home, boom, done. And then I get a call. What was on the cookie in the cookies? I was like, what do you mean? Nothing. Nah, something was in there. And I was like, no, I don't feel okay. And I'm like, Larisi, I'm fine. I've had like fucking 10 of them and I'm fine. No. Something's wrong. And I was like, all right. So I drove to Larisi's house, got there. She was freaking out. And then that's, you know, I held your hand. I gave you snacks. We went outside. We hugged. We talked. And I made you feel or make sure that you felt that everything was going to be okay. That was the whole process of it.
It was trippy. I remember I was fine, and then I went into my cabinet to make a grocery list, and I started writing, and I was just like so enthralled with my writing, and I was like, and then it just went, ooh, wow. It was, whoa, I was like, trip. I was like, and then my brain was like, I could run like 1,000 miles right now and I could accomplish anything. And I am like the end all and be all. And my brain was just like, what?
You're like the yin and the yang and shit.
Yeah. And I was like contemplating, you know, the cure for cancer. And I remember my brain just like, that's why I was like, oh my God, and then I just started getting paranoid. So yeah, I don't eat as many cookies as I used to.
Hey, you know, edibles are, and those were homemade. So
yeah, they hit me differently than just.
it's like the whole thing, like, you know, you got to know I used to think that I was all about sativa. And now with the hybrids, I'm all like, ooh, I didn't know y'all could do that. But
it's true. It's a different, well, homemade stuff too, is way stronger. So, and it's probably not measured like, you know, the stuff that you get at a dispensary.
well, they sure measure how much they want to give you, because they're not going to try to give you all this goodness for free.
That's true.
Anyway, I got to go pee, and we're past the 2 hours.
Oh shit.
Let's close this bish.
Yeah, my feet are swelling because of the salt.
Oh shit, bro.
My feet hurt.
You're gonna be fine. Drink some water, lift your feet up, get your homework done. I'm gonna try to
smoke a pancake.
I'm gonna smoke a pancake. Just kidding.
Smoking a pancake.
I am 54 Peaches.
Larizi is here.
And together, collectively, we are the Bodega Cats.